Hey babes, just thought I'd, sorry about that, just thought I'd give you a quick visual, a quick look. Some of you were interested in the camping. This is Araluen, New South Wales. And Man Cave. Oof, Man Cave, leave that to him. Most of you Aussies will recognise this, it's just your typical Australian bush. So this is just around our living area. Oh, it's an old tractor that doesn't go because every farm has one of those. And that's our shed, as we call them here, that we live in. There. And just the gardens. Oh, and this building here, da-da-da, which was the children's cubby house, is now a composting toilet. Yes. It's even got a proper toilet bowl on it, which for those that go camping right out in the bush will appreciate. Oops, sorry. Oh dear, sorry. Will appreciate. I'll take you on a bit of a walk, but I don't think, well, I know we won't see any wombats or kangaroos. I forgot to give you a temperature update. So in Celsius, it at the moment it's probably about 10 degrees, which maybe something like 50 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm not really sure, but there was a huge frost this morning, so that means in metric, in Celsius, in metric, that it was less than zero, so minus temperatures. Yep, so I'm just going to walk down, and try and not fall over. So I'm just taking you, we've got another little cottage on another little property next door, so I'm just going to show you that because it looks really, really cute. Much more aesthetically pleasing than our what we call colour bond or metal shed. Here's a little creek, as we call it in Australia, so just the running water. It's fresh and all that green, lovely greenery in there. From this distance I'd say it's watercress, sometimes it's mint. That's a frog you might be able to hear. Some cockies in the background, but you probably can't hear that. I shall continue my walk. Here we have, I know, a boring gate. But I laugh because lots of farms have them here. I think probably the same in America and England as well. But this is really hard to get through because I think my husband's put some wire there as well. I don't know why, but I'm really cranky because now I've got to try and get through it. Because I am so not jumping over barbed wire. Right, made it through successfully. Only got caught a couple of times. I've got a long cardigan on because it's cold. Anyway, a gate and a gate post. Woo! And this is just a little walk through to what we call George's place, because George was the one that used to own it. So it's still affectionately known as George's place. We've only had that for, I don't know, months, whatever. Anyway, and it's got the lovely little cottage that he built. So I'm going to switch this off because I know we're not going to see anything interesting like birds and things. As I said, it's just your typical Australian bush, but it can be really pretty. So I'll turn this off because I do not want to break an ankle on a wombat hole or something or other. Okay, this is the walk up to the little cottage. I'm going to just be quiet for a minute because you might be able to hear some birds in the background. Here we go. This is a little walk up to, I'm really sorry for the shakiness. Hope you don't get too seasick. Anyway, this is a little property that, it's alright, I keep doing that because the ground is so uneven. Anyway, so this is the little cottage here. We'll go up to it. And this is the one that George built, so it's really cute. This one has electricity. Oh, yay. The other one that I showed you before, which is our main living one, we do not have electricity in there or running water into it, but we have a tap outside. This is luxury. This has electricity and running water into it, but no toilet. Well, there is, but it's a bush toilet. We do not use that. Actually, if I could find it, you might get a good laugh out of it, but maybe that's a bit gross. Anyway, I'll get up to the cottage and see if we can show you inside. We're from the city, so we lock doors. So the door's locked, and I don't think, well, I haven't got a key unless we've left one here, but I doubt that. So there has been a little cottage on this property for a long time. Araluen was the second biggest gold producing field back in the 1850s, I think, at least in New South Wales, possibly Australia. The biggest gold producing fields came from Victoria. Anyway, just more Australian bush. Coming up to, as we still, as I said, call it George's Place. Now I'm just got to walk down here. It's a bit of a slope, so hopefully it won't all go pear-shaped and I'll fall over. Oh, so this is the little cottage. Oh, see, there's going to be a lot of oohing and ahhing here as I try not to fall over. And yes, I'm sure it's locked, but I'll see if I can show you in there without, oh my lord, just saw a reflection of me. Eek. Sorry for the flare and everything. You can't really see. The veranda ends, so I better be mindful. Yeah, nearly stepped off that. Yeah, I know parts of this will be glary, so sorry about that because I don't know how to fiddle all that. Little birds. I know most of the names, but I don't want to keep talking, otherwise you won't hear them. Yes, as suspected, door is locked because my husband is charging his electronic devices, and sometimes, well, George used to keep a key up there, but I am not sticking my hands up there because there could be spiders, redback spiders. Oh, anyway, that's a little look. Oh, you just can't see, can you? Oh, it's sort of inside, and that's a wood fuel heater. There's no furniture. This is the little cottage here. Oh, there's my rocking chair. Oh my gosh, my reflection, stay away from that. Anyway, we are building another composting toilet here, but so let me, okay, so this tin building here has been a building for years and years and years, and George just tacked on in front this other lovely little cottage. He's a builder, so that's why he was able to do it. But unfortunately the roof's fallen in on this little thing, so we're not going to be using, oh, you would never use that, probably catch legionnaires or something from the aircon. Oh, you could have a bath. It actually does have hot and cold water once we turn it on. Check this out. Check the view from the bathtub. Woo! Yeah, obviously no one's had a bathtub for a long time, but it does work. And oh yes, this is the building where we're going to have the other toilet. And when we bought this, we got an old tractor. It's an old what is it, Massey Ferguson. Yeah. Oh, let me show you the shower. First of all, wombat hole. Oh, they dig everywhere. I'll try and not fall down. This is the shower, and that's instant hot water, so we just have to turn the electricity on. So this is the, yep, this is the view from our shower here. That's the cottage at the back of the ferns. There is a door at the back of those ferns, but obviously, oh sorry, we won't be using those. So that's the view. Gas bottles. There's gas for the cooking stove, and oh yeah, whatever that's for. Anyway, so this is our shower. I'll have to show you the shower at our other place. You will love it. So really, look, just Australian bush, less the kangaroos and wallabies and wombats, because they only come out sort of early evening and early morning or late evening, whatever. Anyway, so it's a water tank up there. Yep, boring. I'll have to edit this, so otherwise it will be one of those home videos where everyone's fallen asleep and the person videoing is going, oh, look at this, look at that. Fence posts, barbed wire. Yep. Typical farm. Not a ranch, a farm. This is just looking back up to the cottage. There is a dry riverbed behind me, so you don't need to see that. And again, it's just bush. There's some big liquid amber trees there. There's fruit trees. We don't really do anything with the property. We certainly don't run cattle or anything like that. We kind of just think of it as preserving our piece of land. And just, you know, just letting nature be without disturbing it too much. Yep, see, it's just, that's it. So just heading back up to that gate. I think you can still hear the frog. I'll shush up for a minute. Yep, frog and bush. So, yep. Or at least I left the gate open so I'll be able to get through it easier. I'll show you the shower that we've been using for years. We've had our property, 25, 26, maybe 27 years. Yeah. So, yeah, 27 years. We've had, once we crossed the gate, walked through the gate, we've had this property for, it's 292 acres. I don't know what that is in hectares. So, look at that. That's the ground with the wire. Yep. Already stuck on rusty barbed wire. Good for tetanus. Let me switch this off so I've got two hands, and then I'll show you the shower that we've been using for like 15 years. We used to shower outside, not at George's, but just outside. So let me switch this off.